Hi everybody, this is Roxy, and I am back with my Finish It Friday that was supposed to be done last Friday. I'm glad I had this deadline because I had a lot of stuff collected for the mini album for my dog, and it was a little overwhelming. I probably should have picked a smaller project, but I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't because now this is done. But I did find out that I craft like I work. I am a notorious procrastinator. I write for a living, and what I do is I collect all my, do all my interviews, do my research, collect any kind of articles or backstory or other kind of research that I need for the story, and then I transcribe my tapes. And then I wait and I procrastinate and I put it off until like 2 days before my deadline. And then I go crazy and clean my office and rearrange, my drawers and my pencil cup and anything else I can do to kind of distract. And then I come up with a lead and a headline for my article, and I just bang it out within a few hours. So, and I don't mean bang it out as in, it's bad, but that's just how I do it. And I told this to Sam once, and she said, that's just how you have to work. It's like almost like you need that pressure. Anyway, so I found out that I kind of do that the same way with my crafting. As anybody saw last Friday, I kind of make a big, huge pile of a mess. I first organize my craft area as much as I can, especially my table or work surface, and then I pile everything on the table, and just like a pig in a mud, I just sit and have buried full of goodies and go to town, and that's what I did with this. So anyways, now I'd like to tell you a little bit about my dog. Dawn from Commentary 10, I think it is. I know I mentioned this before, but she did a mini of her dog Whitey, and she did a illustration like this, and I just fell in love, not just with her illustration, but with Whitey. And I asked her if, she would do this. I mean, I would have paid $1 million, but she did it for me for free, and we've become friends. We visit every night on, via email, and just have, really get to know each other. It's fun. Anyways, I was going to do this. I was going to put the illustration on the cover of my mini. But when I saw this, Bill and we just love it. Every time I have it on my dining room table with my collection of Dalmatians, and every time either of us go by, it just really puts a smile on our face. So what I did was I scanned him, and this is my little easel from Yoli, by the way. I scanned this illustration in, and then I copied them off. And when you scan, metallic it kind of reflects against the light of the scanner. So this didn't come out like I wanted it to, but I really, really wanted to work with Galloway, the dog here. So I just scanned it and printed it off a bunch of times on photo paper, on Xerox paper, cut him out, and I've used him. He's kind of he's kind of narrating the book, so to speak, or kind of guiding us through the mini album. So here we go. I used this Maya Road Princess. It's for a girl, obviously, or not so obviously. Anyways, I bought this at collagestuff.com. She has a lot of Maya Road products. And, excuse me, I painted it red. I have this really bright red, like a bright, peppermint stick red for Christmas. And I painted it red, and it was a little bit too much because I was using I think this is DCWV Pet Stack. And so what I did is I sprayed it with some coffee glimmer mist, and I really like kind of the earthy look that came out of it. And then I just I used a gold paint dabber, and I edged all around the front cover. And then this is one of those dollar mini albums from Michael's. I think it was the Mary Ingebrigt collection, and I just used that for his little doghouse. This is a tree that Yoli sent me in a little rack. And then these are, you know, some of the, oops, I hope I'm in camera. These are some of the little charms you can get at Michael's. This I found at Michael's, and I really wanted to use this because there's a significance. You know, for one thing, animals, the dogs and cats and whatnot, they're not cheap. Ours is real expensive because he has to have, you know, a few different prescriptions every month. But a friend of ours, when we were going to go look at the dogs, we were down at the lake, and I was really bored, and it was really hot, and I had read the local newspaper from cover to cover, and I had gotten into the want ads and saw all these things, you know, dogs for sale or free puppies, and there was one Dalmatian mix puppies free. And I, you know, begged and pleaded with my husband. I said, let's just go look at them. And he's like, we're not buying one or getting one. And I said, no, we're just going to look. And our friend came over and found out what we were doing. He says, you know, they cost about $600 a year. And we're like, yeah. Anyways, we go to this farm, and the owner comes out, and he brings us up to this barn. And inside the barn, you can hear all these squeals and yips, and, you know, you can just hear all these puppies going crazy amongst all, like, the cows mooing and, you know, everything. So he opens up this door. The owner throws open this door, and all these puppies, Dalmatian puppies, come tumbling out. And that's all it took for me. You know, it took a little more cajoling for my husband. In fact, we were driving away, and we were about 2 blocks away, and I just said, you know, I was begging him like a child that we needed to get this dog. And Galloway was the one that he kind of would walk with us. You know, we were walking all around and playing with him and on the farm, and he'd walk with us, and he'd sit down and take a little nap. And it looked like he had a little pair of pants on, a little bolero jacket, and a little kind of a French beret. And, I mean, we just were drawn to him. There were some puppies that had patches like Gallo, but there was 2 of them that had patches and spots like Gallo. And then the rest of them were all spotted like a Dalmatian. And the mother of the dog, or of Gallo, she, I guess, mated with the neighbor's pointer. So anyways, he's half pointer, half Dalmatian. And I'm babbling like crazy. But anyways, that's where we got that. So I promise I won't go too crazy here, because I do talk a lot. Okay, so we open up the little dog house, and there's our host, Gallo. And he is just as cute as can be. I just love it, Dawn. I just love it. So, you know, when it's closed, it just looks like G for Gallo. And then I just kind of did it so that it's my life as a dog. And, you know, like a lot of us dog and cat owners know, we spoil our animals like crazy. So there's the cover. And then, you know, this is just, like I said, I've been collecting like crazy. I'm going to put, I know it's going to sound weird, but I'm going to put some of his dog fur in there, or his hair. And I just have I love my Dalmatian pointer. And here's the king of our castle. He has the most sincere and solemn and just loving eyes. And then I made these little bonies out of that plastic shrink wrap. This was for a ATC project I did. And I had a couple left. And then these are little bones that Dawn